Minglaba, greetings from Myanmar. I'm Khin Phyu Cyn Kyi, currently an undergraduate student majoring in civil engineering. I'm a youth activist who's promoting friendship between youths of ASEAN countries and its partners, doing collaborations in different ways. I'm also assisting youths in Myanmar to be more future ready and to be more engaged in community building activities. I'm privileged to be representing my country here and to point out my opinion as a young lady from the Indo-Pacific region. As we all know, gender discrimination has been an issue for a long time, and even up till today, regardless of trying to achieve gender equality, inequality remains a challenge and a barrier to sustainable development. Women can be powerful and have the capability to do as much as the men do, and I'm not saying this groundlessly. This has been proved all over the world and in our own communities as well. Recently, for example, during the global outbreak of COVID-19, different leaders of different countries have reacted to the pandemic. Among all these, Jacinda Ardern, Prime Minister of New Zealand, her approach has worked remarkably well. This is not the only time she has proved her leadership. She has fought against sexism, led gun reform policies, and so much more. People admire her leadership, which is focused on empathy, making them feel like she stands together with them. And another good example would be the first female president of Taiwan, Tsai Ing-wen, who has been the president for 2 terms already. She has legalized gay marriages, making Taiwan the first country in Asia to legalize same-sex marriage and boosting social services like aged care. It is unique of her to be the only woman leader in Asia, despite not having a political background. She has mentioned this in one of her books, and I would like to share it. It says, "I will never be able to forgive myself if I choose not to do what I know I can." In our country, there are remarkable women who have been making changes, and one of the most obvious examples would be Daw Aung San Suu Kyi, the state councillor of Myanmar. She was under house arrest for 15 years, and amid all the difficulties, she remained strong and spent her days feeding her brain. And now, even at the age of 74 years, she has not stopped doing what she believes and is still going strong for the country. However, in the National Parliament of Myanmar, female representation is only 11% of the total available seats. This is an improvement, of course, compared to the previous years, but 11% out of 100% when the population of women is much more than that of the men throughout the whole country. This still points out that there is a huge gap in the equality between men and women. What I have mentioned are just very few of the notable women, but there are plenty more out there. Whether they are popular or unpopular, they are doing their parts in creating the betterment of the society and the community. As a female born in Myanmar, I have my own experiences regarding gender discrimination. In our country, it is not expected for girls to do community building. The society just expects us girls to beautify ourselves, but rarely relate girls in other fields. So when I was a 3rd-year student in my university, I tried to engage in most of the extracurricular activities and encourage other students to not just spend the university life by studying, but also to be a productive student in other areas. But people would tell me like, don't be so active, these are what boys do, and so on. Humans' nature, they will be judging us, whatever we do. But as I'm quite stubborn, I ignored all these words and kept on doing what I want to be, as I believe that it is right. I also have to be thankful for having unconventional parents who would support me and encourage me to do what I want to do. So to all parents out there, please support your girls and guide them to become what they want to be. And to get back to myself, I'm now the first ever student in my university to represent my university in international programs, and I have successfully organized a national event and facilitated both online and offline courses, impacting thousands of youths across Myanmar. I still have a long way to go, and I believe that I'm taking small but right steps to where I want to be. So what is it that we can do to achieve gender equality? It is a piece of common knowledge to all of us that females tend to rely on the male in households concerning with financial matters. We have to get rid of the stereotype that men have to work outside to earn money for the household while the women do all the house chores. For example, a household tasks such as cooking, doing laundry, are not responsible for us women only. All these tasks should be divided equally among the partners as both are accountable for these. Without changing our mindsets first, we cannot keep saying out loud that gender equality should be achieved. What women really need to do is to change their own mindset. To wrap up, I would like to quote what the winner of Miss Universe 2019 mentioned. I think the most important thing we should be teaching young girls today is leadership. It's something that has been lacking in young girls and women for a very long time, not because we don't want to, but because of what society has labeled women to be. And I strongly agree with that because there are plenty of ladies out there who have the potential to be leaders, but still have to stay low because of the society around them. Men and women should be equal no matter what the gender roles are, and that we should be given the same opportunity that man is given. To encourage women in Myanmar and in the other parts of the Indo-Pacific region, I would like to say a few words. You might have probably heard of these words already, but these words need to be reminded again. It's never too late to start doing what you think you can and what you want to, because everyone has different timeline and it is up to you to decide for yourself. And whatever you do, you don't need to aim for perfection because you're going to make mistakes and you're going to encounter difficulties. What you have to be is to be brave to face all these. So bring your confidence and bravery up front and keep your chin up, ladies.